You just got an offer for your business. The purchase price looks great, the buyer seems nice, and they want you to sign a letter of intent by Friday. Stop. Before you pick up that pen, you need to realize that the LOI is the most dangerous document in the entire sale process. Most sellers think it's just a non-binding starting point. In reality, it's where you lose all your leverage. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 traps hidden in an LOI and how to negotiate them so you don't get bullied at the closing table. The first thing you'll see is an exclusivity or no-shop clause. This is the only part that is usually legally binding. The buyer wants you to stop talking to everyone else for 60, 90, or even 120 days. Why? Because once you're locked up, you lose your competitive tension. If they find a problem during due diligence, they know you can't walk away to another buyer. Your move? Keep this window as short as possible, 30 to 45 days max. Better yet, make extensions dependent on milestones. If they haven't finished their financial review by day 20, the exclusivity ends. Keep them on a short leash. Next is the net working capital peg. This is where buyers hide a secret discount. They'll agree to a price of, say, $5 million, but then stipulate that you must leave a normal amount of cash, inventory, and accounts receivable in the business. If you don't define what normal is in the LOI, the buyer will wait until the week before closing to tell you that you're $200,000 short, effectively cutting your price. Negotiate the target working capital now, based on your last 12 months of operations. Don't leave it for later. The third trap is the earnout. The buyer says, "I'll pay you $4 million now and another $1 million in 2 years if the business grows." Sounds fair, right? Wrong. Once you sell, you don't control the business anymore. The buyer could hire expensive consultants or change the marketing strategy, causing your profits to tank and your earnout to vanish. If you must accept an earnout, try to tie it to revenue, not profit. Revenue is much harder for a buyer to hide or manipulate through accounting tricks. Fourth, look at the indemnification and escrow sections. Buyers usually want to hold back 10 to 15% of your money in a separate account for a year or two, just in case a problem pops up. You need to negotiate a basket and a cap. A basket is like a deductible. The buyer can't sue you for a $5,000 mistake. The problems have to add up to a significant amount first. And the cap ensures that even if something goes wrong, they can only come after the money in escrow, not your house or your retirement account. Finally, check the deal structure. If the LOI says asset purchase, you are doing the buyer a massive tax favor. As we've discussed in other videos, this can cost you a fortune in taxes. If you agree to an asset sale in the LOI, you must ensure the purchase price is high enough to cover your extra tax bill. Once that structure is in the LOI, it is incredibly hard to change it later without the buyer demanding a huge discount. Remember, an LOI is a psychological contract. Once it's signed, the buyer feels like they own the deal, and you start feeling like the money is already in the bank. That's a dangerous place for a seller to be. Negotiate the hard details now while you still have other suitors waiting in the wings.